Hello, friends from the interweb. Thidumgamer here with another game explanation and review. This week, I want to go over Sushi Go, the pick and pass card game. It is a game recommended for 2 to 5 players, ages 8 and up, from Game Right Company. And Game Right does say that the game should take about 15 minutes, and for that I would agree. The game itself is a drafting game, and if you're not familiar with that, it's rather simple. Depending upon the number of players you have, each player is dealt 7 to 10 cards. Each player will take a look at the cards in their hand and choose one card out of that hand that they like. They'll lay it face down in front of them and pass the hand to the player next to them. Once every player has chosen a card, everybody will flip their card up at the same time, and gameplay will resume. Keep going through all the hands until every card has been played, and at that point the round is over. You'll tally your score, play 3 rounds, and the score at the end of the game, the highest score at the end of the game, wins. Now the cards themselves score a little differently depending on the type of card, if they score at all. For example, the chopsticks doesn't score you any points, but if you happen to have the chopsticks sitting in front of you the next hand or a later hand that round, you can go ahead, if you see 2 cards in that hand that you like, you can go ahead and put the chopsticks back into the hand and draw the 2 cards you want instead of one that hand. The next I want to talk about is the tempura. Now, by itself, the tempura does not score anything. But if you have 2 tempuras, it's worth 5 points. Similar to the tempura is the sashimi. I apologize for my pronunciations. The sashimi is worthless by itself. In fact, you have to have 3 of them to equal 10 points. So kind of like the tempura, but instead of 2 cards, you need 3 cards. The next card is the dumplings. Now, the dumplings confuse me at times, and it's just me. But the dumplings, depending upon the number of dumplings you have played at the end of the round, depends upon the number of points you get. If you have 1 dumpling, it's 1 point. 2 dumplings is worth 3 points. 3 dumplings is 6 points. 4 dumplings is 10 points, and if you're lucky enough to get 5 dumplings, that is 15 points to you. The next type of card is the nigiris. Now, the nigiris, there are 3 different types, and they score anywhere from 1 to 3 points. They're not dependent upon any other cards to score. You get the number of points listed on the card. Unless you play this next card. Now, the wasabi. The wasabi says the next nigiri is worth 3 times the amount of points shown. That nigiri could be played the very next hand. That nigiri could be played 2 hands down the line. It just has to be played sometime during that round. And then it would be worth 3 times as many points. So instead of 3 points, the squid would be worth 9. Next type of card is the maki roll. Now, the maki roll is a little bit different. You'll go ahead and look at the end of the round, count the number of maki rolls on the top of the cards that you have, and whoever has the most maki rolls gets 6 points for that round. Whoever has the second most maki rolls will get 3 points. And as I said, the number of maki rolls that it's worth is shown right there at the top of the card. I think there's 1, 2, and 3 maki rolls. I don't think you can get more than 3 maki rolls on a card. The last card is the only card that you will hang on to throughout the rounds. Every other card you put back into the discard pile, but the puddings, at the end of each round, you'll keep holding on to these. Now, at the end of the game, whoever has the most puddings in front of them gets an additional 6 points. Whoever has the least number of puddings in front of them loses 6 points. As I said, the rounds are played until all cards are played. You will play 3 rounds per game, and at the end of the game, whoever scores the most points wins. Now, this is a game, as I said, we have enjoyed very much playing. It is relatively simple to learn how to play. As I said, it's just a drafting game. Developing strategies may take a little bit more, but everybody tends to, at least in my experience, everybody tends to develop their own little strategies on how they want to win the game. It is definitely replayable. If you have played other drafting games, as you know, each game goes a little bit differently, and it can be rather fun stopping somebody from getting that very last sashimi roll that they need to get those 10 points. My daughter loves doing that. It is a fun game. Age range, I know it says 8 and up, but as with any other game, content excluded. If your children can grasp the concepts, they can definitely play a game like this at a younger age than 8. 6, 7, 8. It's just how well your child can grasp the concepts. As for the gameplay, 15 minutes, and that's right around what each game we've played lasts. Gameplay is just dependent upon how long it takes for everybody to decide what card they want out of that hand. And with only 8 types of cards available and strategies developed early on, it's rather quick to get through and decide what card you want. As I said, it is a replayable game. It is an enjoyable game. We have enjoyed it a lot, and I've seen it quite a few places, so it's not a hard game to come across. If you get a chance to pick it up, I would definitely recommend it. It is a fun game to play. Don't really have anything else on this. As always, I will go ahead and leave a link in the description below to GameRight, so you can check out this or other games that they have. If you like the video, like the content, go ahead and leave a like. If you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments below. And if you haven't and you want to, go ahead and subscribe. And if you know a family member or friend who would like this type of video, go ahead and let them know about this channel as well. As always, I do look forward to seeing you in a week's time. With the holidays coming up, my release schedule is going to be a little bit hectic. I'm still going to work to release 1 video a week, but it may be as early as Thursday that I drop the video. It may be as late as Sunday, but it's going to be somewhere around the weekends when I drop the videos. Definitely keep an eye out, and I do look forward to seeing you next time.